This is the bread kvass. Definitely not keto friendly. I wasn't sure how sweet it would end up being in the end, but it's still quite sweet, and I also definitely let it ferment for too long. It's very yeasty and not my favorite, but so I'm just having little cups of it every day to go through it. My husband won't drink it either. He's suspicious of my fermentation adventures, so yeah. I am going to be going keto very soon, so I wanted to put this quick little bit out there, whatever, and then we'll fast forward to a few days later when I am starting keto. So just to get everyone on the same page. My brain, it works, I swear. Okay, so the 3 things that I'm going to be starting with. I mentioned the keto diet. I'm also going to be attempting to implement the leptin prescription, and I'm going to be starting with more regular exercise and stretching routines. So yum. At least I'm getting some good probiotics. Yes. So the leptin prescription is from Dr. Jack Kruse. He's a pretty prominent, he's kind of like the godfather, I guess, of all of the circadian health, light environment sorts of information. He's been researching it for like 20 years or something. So he's big on that. And then also he's the problem with him is he's kind of difficult to, he's not very good at being concise or explaining things in a concise manner. So there's a woman on Instagram and Twitter, Sarah Kleiner Wellness, and her podcast is called the Evolving Wellness Podcast. And she breaks that stuff down so it's a lot easier to understand. So I definitely recommend her. And she talks about leptin quite a bit, which has to do with circadian health. It's a hormone in our bodies, obviously. So yeah, I am going to be implementing the leptin prescription as well to the best of my ability. And let me just tell you about that real quick. I finished my yeasty beverage, and I'm now brewing some coffee because those definitely go really well together, I'm sure. Yeah, I really like coffee, and I want to drink it all the time. So I need to pull out some meat from my freezer, so I'm just going to take you with me, and hopefully the video doesn't look and sound like trash. While I tell you about leptin prescription, right? Okay, so leptin prescription is you're supposed to eat within 30 minutes of waking and have a big breakfast that's mainly fat and protein. You're supposed to eat, like Jack Kruse calls it a epi-paleo diet. I don't know. But I'm doing keto, and that works fine with it. And so, yes, breakfast within 30 minutes of waking. And big breakfast, heavy on the protein and fat. And, oh gosh, I can't think. I can't do 2 things at once. Why am I even trying to do this? I don't know. Let me see. What kind of meat do we have here? I'm going to pull out some ribeyes because they're nice and fatty, and porterhouse. I don't even know how to cook most of this stuff. My husband does most of the meaty cooking in the household. We just did a big order from our butcher. So we got a bunch of beef and pork. So that's good. Yeah, so ribeyes. I'll probably pull out some more ground beef and some bacon. Yeah. something that's going to be kind of difficult for me with the leptin prescription is that you're not supposed to ever snack. And that is just going to be really hard, especially because I've got little kids and like, you know, I've got like leftover pieces of things, you know, from getting them snacks, some carrot, tiny bit of cheese, you know, like, so I'm going to eat it, obviously. Yes, that's going to be pretty tough. So anyway, the leptin prescription. I'm going to make my coffee. Yes. Much more enjoyable than bread kvass. That is too yeasty. Okay. So, leptin prescription. Look, I've got it. I made a little note on my phone here so I can remember things. Okay, so low carb breakfast. Eat within 30 minutes of waking. Use lots of fat when you're eating carbs. Never snack. Eat 3 meals a day initially, and then as your hunger and cravings start to subside, you switch down to 2 meals a day. So like a big breakfast, and then probably like an early dinner or just dinner. Don't exercise before 5 p.m. Exercise should be done later in the day. Within an hour of sunset, make your surroundings as dark as possible, and also, you know, view the sunrise in the morning, as I was talking about before. View the sunrise and the sunset. And yeah, that's basically it, along with eating you know, a low carb paleo type diet. And it's, you know, apparently if you're overweight, then it's basically guaranteed that you're leptin resistant. That's the word. I thought of it. Yes. Leptin resistant, which I'm going to be trying to correct. And yeah, so keto diet, leptin prescription, and I'm just going to implement a super basic daily exercise and stretching routine, or near daily. I'm going to try my best with that. It's difficult for me to be consistent with that kind of thing. I've got to ease into this stuff just because my kids are like, it's just chaos a lot of the times, and I can't remember things. So I just like forget to do basic things. It's amazing. Okay, so we are going to fast forward to a few days from now when I will be starting my keto diet. Cheers. Good morning. It is the first day, lighting, there we go. The first day of my keto diet. Very excited. I'm making some coffee, gonna have some Bulletproof, which I've pretty much been having most days already. Been trying to ease in, you know, to this kind of stuff a little bit and reduce my carbs over the past little while to help with the keto flu or whatever. So yeah, I've got my coffee, gonna make some Bulletproof, which I love. And I'm gonna make some scrambled eggs. Got this lovely spring butter. My local dairy has finally gotten their own butter back from the cows, eating that spring grass. Butter's nice and yellow, super good. And then my cousin, we went to visit her yesterday. She has a little bit of a homestead or whatever with her husband. They've got 11 acres, and right now it's like it could be a farm, but they've got 11 acres, and right now they just have chickens, but coffee. They've got a bunch of chickens, and they get like 2 dozen eggs a day or something, like 2 or 3 dozen eggs a day. So she gives them away to a lot of people, and we got 2 of these giant 18 packs of eggs from her yesterday. So I'm mostly going to be starting off probably having coffee and just like scrambled eggs and maybe bacon if I get some more bacon from the butcher for breakfast in the morning, just because it's quick, simple. I don't think about it. I'm not a cook. I haven't mentioned that. I'm not great at cooking, so simple, easy, it's what I need. So I'm gonna make my breakfast, make my Bulletproof coffee, have a sit while my kids watch old school Thomas the Tank Engine and eat their breakfast. And yeah, we'll see how the day goes. I'm gonna I gotta take my initial photos, what I'm starting with, for, you know, my progress. I can't think. It's the morning. Forgive me. Okay, so I've been keto for a few days. I feel fine. Don't really feel any different. But yeah, we'll see what happens. See you next time.